everyone, how are you? So, I gotta tell you about this experience. One night at the park before, I was just out there, you know. I kind of wanted to watch a video. I didn't yet have signal on my land. And you can be there after hours. There's camping and stuff, but I wasn't in the right parking lot. So, you know, of course I got checked up on. And, you know, the cop, I see him coming. I'm like, oh, like, where can I hide the energy? Like, where can I hide this? So he comes by and he's like, hey, what are you doing out here? I'm like, oh, hey, just watching a video. What's up? Oh, you weren't sleeping? No, I am. I'm wide awake. It's like 2 a.m. And he's like, what's that? What's that liquid? Oh, that's spring water. You want some? What's between your legs? That's my phone. Hey, I told you I was watching videos. And he goes, you know, I was like, hey, I don't have drugs. I was like, I do energy. That's about it. He was like, what? What do you do? I'm like, oh, or no, he's like, where do you work? I was like, I work everywhere. Nowhere. Online. I have a business. You know, just adding part by part. And he's like, what is that? What is it? And I was like, oh, I do energy work, spiritual work. Hoping that was it. What do you mean? Oh, well, I, you know, assist in healing people remotely. I access people's energy fields, clear them out, heal them, and activate their spiritual abilities. Oh, so psychic stuff. Yeah. You know, sometimes I affect electronics, kind of like beam lights out and, you know, do these fasts. And sometimes you'll see spiritual phenomena and record them in the sky, you know. Yeah. And he's like, well, that explains what was happening on the way to your car. And I'm like, what? Like right over there? He was like, yeah, my equipment just started malfunctioning. And my phone turned off and it was almost fully charged. It wouldn't turn back on. I plugged it in and I was like, oh, sorry about that. You must have been within 100 meters. And he, right when he got done saying that, this thing, as bright as a car headlight, goes, like, I see it and look back and I'm like, oh, there's a car or something coming. But it beams over my vehicle directly towards this lamp post, the only lamp and light that was on out there, bright, no glitchiness the entire time, or we would have noticed, right? Right when this like thick white light beam goes over us, it starts blinking. Like it gets to it and blinks 1, 2, 3, 4 times and then just goes out. From a light, supposedly. But apparently it wasn't a light, you know? and we're both like, what was that? And I was like, wow, it's like one of those strange UFO things that happens around me. He's like, yeah, stuff happens around me too sometimes. I'm like, hey, it must have been our energy combining. I was like, maybe it's one of those UFOs. I was like, maybe I could get some to show up. And he was like, yeah, see what you can do. And I'm like, God, is he like recording this right now? You know, and I was like, okay. And I was like, oh, and I kind of sit there and kind of connecting, and then I hear, they're already here. And I'm like, oh, they're already, oh, that was them. Hey, that was, yeah, must have been one of those ships or something. I don't know. They're already here. So, do you see any more? I mean, and you know, we get to talking about different experiences, and like giving energy away and just stuff like that. And we really kind of had some insights for each other based on our experiences. And then he got to saying, you know, aren't you afraid people are going to think you're crazy if you talk about this stuff? Because apparently he never talks about it. Like, no, I am one proud crazy person. Don't you think people are going to think you're weird, you know, if you just talk about it? Like, hey, it's better than being boring and not having this stuff happen. I mean, there's everybody else and there's you with the expanded abilities. It's cool. It's pretty cool. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. We're in, 2019? Come on. Everybody's into this stuff these days. Come on, dude. And so, you know, he was like, yeah, I don't know. Apparently he didn't know anyone who was, so, you know. But these days, I mean, come on. Like, I mean, look at me. Like, I'm having this pulled over. And by the way, I forgot to ask him if he had a camera on his car, because it was like directly that light. If I see him again, I'm like, did you check your camera to see if you got that thing? But afterwards, he did say he was going to go check on the light, but I mean, what's that going to do? To see if it's a real light or something? I mean, but anyway, I wanted to mention this other experience I had with another cop friend who's kind of in a town nearby. And I knew this person's energy. And so I'm driving in that town and I'm like, where is he? I know he's here. And I was driving and I was like, dang it, I don't even know what kind of car this person drives besides a cop car part-time. But there was no cop cars. I was like, I know he's around. And I was driving like, he's following me. I know. I stopped at the gas station, kind of like, you know, showing myself what I'm wearing. I'm like, I know he's seeing me right now. Like, I'm going to ask him what I'm wearing. I get in my car and drive somewhere and I'm like, I know. Just like, where is he? I was like trying to look at each vehicle that was driving by because I have no idea, you know, what kind of car. I mean, I know he had a truck, but everyone has a truck there. So like 5 trucks were driving by me. And so later that night, I was like, you saw me today. I like texted him. You saw me today, didn't you? He was like, yeah, I was following you. I was like, I knew it. You could not hide. Like, your energy is like, and he's skeptic. So it's funny. He has the strongest energy, but yeah, he's skeptic. I'm just like, see, you can't be all skeptic. I know when you're around. I know. Like, I know. And I was like, well, what was I wearing? And he was like, I think a mini skirt and some black top. And I was like, yep. Like, I knew you were seeing me. And so anyway, like, I could always tell when he was about to like message or whatever. It's funny, I know a really open-minded cop and then one who's not, but you know, like, really these days there's nothing to be ashamed of anyway. And you know, there's law of attraction, so whatever you're vibrating, you're going to be attracting people in that vibration. And I know there's lots of horror stories about cop pullovers. Like, I know someone who, they're always showing me these horror videos of people getting pulled over and just things going wrong, but that's that dude's vibration. And I'm like, I'm not even focused on that. You know, I'm focused on having cool abilities and just living this awesome, happy life and getting along with people. And, you know, I never had any suspicion about that guy was trying to, you know, give me a ticket. Usually they won't, you know. I never get tickets. I just, you know, I can speed around and don't seem to get them. And hopefully not jinxing myself. But yeah, like, whatever you're vibrating at. And these days, like, there's no reason to hold back. I mean, like, I'll be in a bank talking to the, you know, one of the upper bankers about, like, what do you do? I'm like, I have to explain it. And they're like, yeah, I know, I've seen things. I know what I saw. And I'm like, yeah, see? There's, you know, but there's no reason. You can tell me what you saw. You don't have to hold back. Like, people just put on this fake face, pretend like they're just in this 3-dimensional world when, come on. You know, be your awesome, real self. You don't have to hide. If someone doesn't believe you, who cares? Like, I've got that skeptic friend. I think it's awesome. I mean, I talk to him all about energy all the time. And he's just like, I don't know, it just takes it, you know? I'm just like, hey, I'm not ashamed, you know? If people don't believe me, I'm just like, not like, hey, you gotta believe me, hey. I'm like, yeah, it's just fun, you know? I mean, you just feel really lucky. You get to have all these cool experiences, and whether other people have them or not, just talking about them, they're gonna start seeing things happen. Maybe, eventually. Might take them a while. But, you know, the more we talk about it, the more the world's gonna awaken and open up to this, and it's really gonna make things really awesome. And right now, I don't know, I'm feeling this high energy. And it's like the energy I feel right now, it's so amazing. No negativity whatsoever, you know. And I know there's so much negativity with the law, and I've put so many videos with a lot of negative energy towards the law system. I know that. I know I've done videos that, hey, it's like complete contradiction to how I am now, and where my environment, my vibration, and what I'm attracting and how I'm interacting. Because at that time, that's what I was vibing at. Bad experiences with law stuff, so, you know, black helicopters and just all these things. The Alexa thing and all of this, you know. But I'm like, I come here, I just kind of like shift my life completely, my vibration, just let go of all that, and just have really awesome experiences with people, because they're people, you know. We should all see the divine in each other, the joy, the happiness, and expect positivity, expect the best. Forget, you know. You had a bad experience with a person, with any kind of system, you know, you gotta let it go, whatever it is, so that you can attract and have new, better, positive experiences. So, you know, do what you can to raise your vibration and be in peace. I lived with a guy, he was always attracting, like, I mean, every time you were around him, you'd see like ambulances, like there'd be a big like explosion, a crash, like every single day. He would come back and have these dramatic stories of you know, because he was an ex like firefighter, so of course that was ingrained in his vibration. All these traumatic, he pretty much had like a PTSD type thing, but like he was always just so full of drama with those kind of experiences. Like always be some kind of story when he came back with the cops and the, you know, ambulances and some guy, you know, in a mess and some shootout. I don't know. He would always see something, you know, because that's what he was attracting. So, but it was always like it was just really, but it was in a negative way, you know. It was just like a really difficult. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Just, it's like, you know, when your vibration's off, you may hear an ambulance, you know. So he had this every day because there were so many problems he was working through. So the alarms were always going off because he was completely on pretty much the wrong path. I mean, I'm not judging, but you know, it was just kind of it was apparent. So anyway, yeah, but yeah. So just be open, honest, real, be yourself, no matter who. I mean, whoever you're talking to. Do we really have to judge based on what career we have or what? I mean, that's just ridiculous. We all should be treated as equals, as humans. You know, we're all, whatever you do, doesn't matter. Do you really have to be hush-hush about it? Do you really have to be afraid that people are going to think you're crazy? Do you really have to be afraid? You really have to live in fear? Really have to, I mean, come on. Let's let go of that. And there's so much awareness these days that this stuff exists that we don't have to be afraid and hold back anymore. Just be you. Yeah. If you're awesome, if you're like superhuman, hey, be proud of it. You don't need to hide in the closet. This should have come out a long time ago. Just saying. All right. Bye, y'all. Oh, and I do sessions to activate these abilities remotely, not by screen, but literally energetically connecting to you. So, hey, hit me up if you're into that. All right. Peace. Ciao.